Okay.
What did it take to get to this kind of level?
Well, it took like many years of practice. That's for sure. But the most important thing is love about the specific genre, you know, like specific music. So I think this is the most important thing you gotta have as a metal drummer. You know, you gotta really love what you do. You know, it takes so much dedication. So you have to focus 100%, and it's a little bit tough. You need to go like super fast and everything. So it's a lot of physical effort as well. So that's it. It's a combination of love on what you do and dedication.
Beautiful. And what kind of drills and routines did it take to get that?
What kind of
Drills, like you're practicing your techniques.
Oh. I try to keep my mind like very open in different styles as well. But you know, I mean, it's about speed, so you have to push, and a little bit push again. it's a tough job, yeah. But like I said, you know, for me, as a professional musician, I don't think music is a job anyways, to be honest. I mean, I work like 15 hours a day. That's me. I wake up, emails and stuff, everything that has to do with drums. But I don't see it as a job. This is me. You know, drumming is a way of living. You know? Many people say that to me. Now, in the profession, I feel it.
Who are your musical influencers?
About 2 billion drummers, bands, everything. Thomas Lang, you know, to begin with, he was a huge influence in my playing, and he was actually the reason I started doing my first DVD. And of course, it's, you know, ended up with the second DVD and everything. Many drummers. I started because of Lars Ulrich back in 1989, I think. You know, like my favorite bands, Slayer, Creator, Sepultura, Sodom, then Morbid Angel. I got more into death metal, you know. Then of course I discovered like more fusion players like Dave Weckl, Vinnie Colaiuta, you know. It's each one of them contributes a little bit, you know. But I always give a lot more respect to people who actually worked in order to educate me. Let me explain what I mean. Some of my favorite drummers in the past, the only thing they did is record and, you know, release an album, which I bought it and I had fun and I learned a few things. Thomas Lang and guys like Thomas Lang, you know, and I do the same right now for my fans. We spend a lot of time making a DVD and offer like real education, you know what I'm talking about? So I'll always have more respect to those who spend a lot of their time, you know, to release a product which is about education.
And then Nile is one of the most unique bands out there. What is the creative process when you're writing with Nile?
There's a lot of magic in the beginning. This is how the band works. Carl Sanders, our main, you know, like songwriter and lyric writer. He will write the lyrics first. Title, actually lyrics and then title. And then he will look at the paper and get influence to write the riffs. So that's where the magic happens. And then it's less magic but more work. He's gonna send me guitars and click, and I'm gonna do the math. I'm gonna be like, okay, this is a blast beat, let's count this is like 7/8, this is a 9/4, whatever, you know. I'm gonna apply some basic beats, and there's specific areas which I have to break down slow and practice some licks, you know, and everything. And then I'm gonna go record the demo. That takes a day. I'm gonna record the demo, send it to Carl, I'll be like, Carl, this is my opinion. And then we'll talk to Sky, because I live in Greece, he lives in South Carolina, you know, so that's always the problem we have with our drummer. And we're gonna talk about the song, and he will be like, well, you know, this part, maybe you could play that, and maybe I can say the same, like, hey man, this, the chorus can be like 2 times, or we can cut it, and you know.
Yeah.
And this is how it works, and then we'll join together, you know. I'm gonna fly in the States, go to the studio and practice all together as a band.
Wonderful. What is the highlight of the Drum Bonanza so far for you?
The students are out of control. Their level is out of control. This is like professional drums. I'm not kidding. What's cool? The big Drum Bonanza. This is the coolest thing I ever did. Everybody's super cool. Everybody. Thomas and Elizabeth, of course, you know, who organized the whole thing. The photographers, like everybody. The teachers, of course. We're talking about some of the best drummers in the world. Which, you know, we talk to them, and you know, the students have the, you know, the opportunity to talk to them and hang out and have a beer. Can you imagine? You know, having a beer with a teacher, it can be like, it's so educational, because you're not talking about, you know, different things. You know, you're talking about music, but you're talking about backstage stuff. So we talk about music business, we talk about how things work, you know, and everything. So it's a 24/7 school, which is great. But I'm very, very impressed with the students level. It's insane. Everybody gets everything like easily. It's great. Makes my life easy.
Makes your life easy?
Mm-hmm.
And what can we expect from you this summer in Nile?
We have some time off. This is actually my time off. This is my vacation. Probably I'm going to go for vacation after the Bonanza for like a few days in Greece, which I haven't been in vacation for like 5 years. I work a lot.
Overdue.
Yeah. So then about August 25th or something, I'm going to fly in the States, we're going to rehearse, and we have a European tour. Then I'll go to Russia for a couple weeks. Then we have South America, Australia, possibly China, and then a US tour. That's till January. And then I have to do 3 or 4 session albums. I have to record my album, my solo album, which is it's actually a very fun project. I play all the instruments, I write all the songs, I sing. You know, it's gonna be like one band, you know. So I'm very, very busy all the time. I never rest because, like I said, you know, this is fun for me. This is fun. Going on tour for a couple months, this is a job. This is a job. It's difficult. It's not easy. Sometimes it's very painful. You don't have to play when sometimes you're sick and you still have to play. It's still great, but sometimes not so much. But yeah, sitting home and writing music, kidding, I love it. Or you know, being here, like next to the pool and with some of the best students and having a great time. It's not over.
And what would you like your students to take away from your lessons?
Everything we talked so far. I mean, I'm an extreme metal player. So yeah, we talk about double bass and blast beats and everything, but we also talk about music business. We talk about how you act in the band. We talk about the musician, you know, itself. It's a big concept. I would like to see their teacher as a very down-to-earth guy, you know, who knows, who actually does what they want to do, and I want them to keep this in mind. You know, like, whatever you do, just you always have to stay cool. You have to stay cool, and I mean, there's one guy right there, you know, who's doing all these things. I'm like, dude, this is amazing. I mean, I'm learning too. You know, it's like a great thing. You know?
And is there anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah, I would like to say that I would really like to be here next year. This is, you know, this is the coolest thing you can do as a drummer. Join the Bonanza. This is the best thing you can do. I mean, whoever hasn't, you know, check it out yet, you have to check it out. This is the best thing ever happened.
Well, thank you so much, George. That was great. That was wonderful.
Thank you so much.